This is the Washington Times front page for Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. A divided Supreme Court has left in place a Texas law that bans most abortions. Legal affairs reporter Alex Sawyer reports the court, in a late-night decision, ruled 5-4 to deny an emergency appeal to the law, allowing it to remain hours after it went into effect. The law prohibits abortions in Texas once a fetal heartbeat is detected, generally around 6 weeks into a pregnancy. Chief Justice John Roberts dissented, along with the court's 3 liberal justices. Abortion providers challenged the legislation at the court this week, arguing that most women don't even know that they are pregnant at that stage. Now, providers are seeing a ripple effect in surrounding states, with clinics in Oklahoma and Kansas taking in Texans who had traveled hundreds of miles for an abortion. The law is the strictest against abortion in the United States since the landmark 1973 Roe v. Wade decision that legalized the practice. On Afghanistan, the nation's top general said there are lessons to be learned from the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from the now Taliban-controlled country. Ben Wolfgang reports Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Mark Milley made his first remarks on the withdrawal, as he and the Pentagon now face questions about how much American equipment fell into the Taliban's hands. Officials with the Government Accountability Office confirmed this week they took down roughly 400 studies posted online relating to Afghanistan, including a 2017 document that provided a comprehensive list of American military gear given to Afghan security forces from the start of the war in 2001. GAO officials said the reports were removed at the direct request of the State Department. Over the past 20 years, the U.S. provided a cumulative total of more than $82 billion in a mixture of training and arms to the forces of the previous U.S.-backed government in Kabul. As for those Afghans who were able to make it out, the Pentagon says the U.S. is holding about 20,000 evacuees on American soil, with tens of thousands more reportedly at overseas military bases hoping for eventual entry. Ben Wolfgang and Stephen Dinan report Milley said Afghans in the U.S. are spread across 8 different military bases. Another 23,000 are being held at bases in 4 European countries, and 20,000 more are in other countries, generally in the Middle East. The bases domestically have capacity to hold about 30,000 people, but the military has been told to expand that to 50,000. Biden administration officials say they evacuated more than 120,000 people from Afghanistan from mid-July until the end of U.S. operations there on Monday. The administration has been tight-lipped about who specifically makes up that group of people. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. In California, the calamitous wildfire season is fueling the recall campaign against Governor Gavin Newsom. Valerie Richardson reports the governor has been dogged by an investigation from Cap Radio and NPR's California newsroom that found he overstated the acreage of overgrown forest treated by California last year by 690%, as well as cut $150 million from the wildfire prevention budget. Newsom is trying to beat back the upcoming September 14th recall as the Golden State struggles through another catastrophic wildfire season. According to CAL FIRE, the state agency that manages wildfires, so far this year blazes have charred 1.83 million acres. That's running ahead of the 2020 year-to-date total of 1.74 million acres, and is on pace to surpass last year's record total of 4.3 million total acres burned. And finally, in foreign affairs, the Balkans region remains tense as there's growing signs of a security alliance between Russia and an isolated Belarus. National Security Team leader Guy Taylor reports the 2 countries are set to conduct joint military exercises next week. They're a source of unease among U.S. diplomats and intelligence officials, as well as NATO allies in the region such as Lithuania and Poland. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko's crackdown on pro-democracy demonstrations in the capital of Minsk and other cities has triggered unease among Belarus's neighbors, most notably Poland, Lithuania, and Ukraine. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and follow us for free on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.